and our Caleb and Brown link. Do not forget to tap that down below as well to check out what's happening with your next cryptocurrency cash out in this bull run, which is certainly not over. And when it hits new heights, you're going to wonder why you were not on Caleb and Brown when the exchanges are crashing and you can't get crypto out when your crypto's up in price. Huh? So check out the old Patreon as well, because we've got more tips in there as well as awesome footage, some crazy stuff that you're not going to find here. I'm not going to go selling it like a madman. You go check it out and see what's in the Patreon, see if it's worth it for you or not, the value proposition. Of BUIDL or VBILL swap their fund shares directly of BUIDL or VBILL swap their fund shares directly for RLUSD now. For the first time, 24/7, 365, baby. That's a programmable off-ramp from tokenized treasuries into stable on-chain dollars for the first time in history. Welcome in. For the first time in history on the XRP Ledger. Boom! Big stuffs. Why isn't XRP's price moving? Don't worry, it will. Relax. Guys, welcome into Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. I love all of you, and I love you all for joining us in here today. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, this is huge news. XRP, Ripple connecting with BUIDL, with Securitize and BlackRock's BUIDL. And Securitize says they're integrating with XRP Ledger, the XRP Ledger, which means this flow can hit XRP rails like quickly and in a huge way, by the way. So what in the world just happened, guys? Welcome to Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with the Tank. Ripple and Securitize just announced a smart contract that enables BUIDL and VBILL, VanEck VBILL, holders to exchange their shares for RLUSD in real time. What in the world are you talking about? I had somebody in the comments this morning dropped in, XRP's a scam. And then this is our episode today. BUIDL support is now live. VBILL support follows in the coming days. Translation and cap tables and compliant investor flows. So for BlackRock's BUIDL, Securitize serves as the transfer agent and tokenization stack for both of them. So VanEck VBILL, they launched across multiple chains, Ethereum, Avalanche, Solana, or Solana if you're Raul Paul, BNB with wormhole interop. Now, bottom line, Securitize sits in the middle of real-world assets and blockchains. And now, they're at a point now where they plugged into RLUSD. Excuse me. So, what in the heck is RLUSD? And RLUSD, of course, is Ripple's US-backed stablecoin built for enterprise-grade use. Reserves are segregated and held by standard custody. And NYDFS, that's the New York Department of Financial Services, one of the most difficult financial regulators to get through, in which we've passed through them last year, of course, and got their approval. RLUSD did. An NYDFS chartered trust company with one-to-one liquidity backing and regulated transparency. Boom! You have to say boom after that. In short, regulatory grade stablecoin for banks, funds, and institutions is what that is. Now, let's give you a step-by-step how the off-ramp works with this. Number one, a qualified investor would hold BUIDL or VBILL tokens in a white-listed wallet. That would be step one. Step two, they call Securitize's new smart contract to redeem the shares. Step three, the contract returns RLUSD instantly 24/7. Now, instantly 24/7 is the crucial thing with crypto, particularly in this case. This just goes to show, because how good would this really be if we had the weekend, the Friday night problem, where Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you can't do business with banks, right? Issue. And also from 5, to early in the morning. It says 24/7 instant is huge, creating digital cash readiness like never seen before on this planet. Uh-oh, he's tweaking out again. Don't worry. I reeled it back in. Number 4. RLUSD, this is your fourth step, can move across exchanges, custodians, and soon XRPL apps, DEXs, and AMMs, decentralized exchanges, and automated market makers. So, number 5, if they want back into Treasury yield after that, they subscribe again via Securitize, and then friction's down and capital speed is up if they do that. So, why is this a big deal for XRP is the question. Welcome in, Monsager. Good morning. And Brian, good morning. Welcome in, guys. And welcome in to everybody in the channel this morning. Just to give you a recap, since I see a whole bunch of people just hopped on. I'll recap very quickly this morning. Welcome to Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy with the Tank. Tap like and subscribe and the cable link down below. And don't forget, we have our Patreon that has launched now, and check that out and see if it's useful for you. If it's not, then it's cool. We do it to, of course, make some money with it, but we were doing it, of course, to spread the value. It came from spread value, and then it came from, and then was born out of that, well, we got to get paid something for it. So anyway, that's kind of what it was, because I didn't want to charge for anything initially when I first got on the air some months ago. And my guy's like, what are you, an idiot? You can't do that. You've got to charge for Patreon. We're putting value in there. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Anywho, check it out. But anyway, we're covering Securitize, we're covering BUIDL, we're covering the XRP Ledger. We're covering the fact that this morning I woke up to a comment from some jamoker inside the comment section overnight who had said, simple words, XRP's a scam. And then this is my episode today, which is factual stuff. Yeah, Ripple just connected the other day, the 23rd, I guess, of September, right? With Securitize and BlackRock, largest asset manager on the planet, with its BUIDL and tokenizing treasuries on the XRP Ledger. What in the heck did you just... Yeah, it's a scam, right? What in the world are you talking about? I just simply typed back, you missed XRP, huh? Something like that. All right, anyway, guys, I can't go through the whole episode again, but welcome into Crypto Info. We're covering the ridiculousness of how now Securitize says it's integrating with the XRP Ledger that opens a direct pipe for institutional dollars to hit the XRP Ledger. Boom. What? Now, RLUSD on the XRP Ledger, of course, with smart contracts. Now, this is what's happened. This is what's going on as of, the 23rd, a couple days ago. But this is what we're covering today. Very low fees and AMM DEX routing, ideal for intraday treasury management and cross-asset liquidity. Drop the mic. Number 3, this infra, it basically helps to bridge tokenized real-world asset flows, ETF capital markets, use cases, the missing plumbing for institutions that we've been looking for this whole time. Welcome into Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy. We're getting crazy here with this episode. I can't recap it all, but we're just going to keep pressing forward. Welcome into the channel. Holy cow, huge news. The XRP Ledger and why didn't the price move yet? Don't worry, it will. Number 4. For XRP, more RLUSD in the XRP-L, of course, tends to increase network utility, liquidity, depth, and settlement hops, and is going to have XRP being used more. It's going to have some burnage as well. It's going to create more scarcity. BUIDL, which is, by the way, BUIDL. I know you guys know it's just a really weird acronym. It looks like the L should be before that, but it's BUIDL. And also VBILL by Van Eck. Let's not forget the starting pool. So BUIDL, BlackRock's tokenized USD liquidity fund, issued via Securitize. Okay, there's the connection. On Ethereum, already amassed significant AUM since launch, assets under management, significant, we don't know the exact amount. VBILL, which is Van Eck's tokenized U.S. Treasury fund, launched with Securitize across multi-chains, Ethereum, AVAX, Solana, BNB, using Wormhole for interoperability. So, these are qualified investor products, as we know, and they're institutional by design. We are watching this thing explode right in front of our frickin' very eyes here. Colorado Mountain Time, 7:13 a.m., Thursday, September 25th. You're hearing it all over channels, but you're hearing it here as well. We'll get to an article as well in just a moment. And welcome into Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy. Turple Norple, welcome into the channel. Welcome in Brian Monsager and everybody else who's in. We have groundbreaking news. It happened the other day, but still, it's still groundbreaking news. It's ongoing. As is the Rex Osprey XRP ETF. But here we're covering, just to recap you here, we are covering, and by the way, drop your birthdays in. We're covering not birth year, but birthday and month. We're covering BlackRock, Securitize, and also the VBILL VanEck tokenized U.S. Treasury fund launching with Securitize as well across many of these chains that we're referring to here, using Wormhole for interoperability. And they're, of course, KYC and AML whitelisted. Wallets only that are permitted. Tax ops redemptions can have tax and accounting impacts, of course. And for smart contracts, it's audits and operational discipline that are absolutely key. And for the market, it's massive adoption. We are ready to frickin' explode, people. Massive news. Holy Christmas! Internet is being funky here. Our internet is being funky, so I'm having to be on the hotspot. So we're having internet issues for some reason. So we'll have to use the hotspot to keep this show going. Guys, everybody here to crush this thing. Thank you, 11-4 Nurple, for the birthday time. Because I will... Oh, you got a birthday coming up, man. All right, cool. Yeah, we got also Prit-T's got a November 29th birthday coming up. And Two Paws I have not seen in. And if anybody knows what happened with Two Paws, holler at me. Because Two Paws was not feeling well. And I hope Two Paws is okay. Shout out to Two Paws. Gas Pony is up at February 16th, and Mario, you're at a June 22nd birthday, just after the solstice there. Mental Jack's December 8th, and Marnie's at July 11th, and I'm at the 22nd of December at the other end of the solstice. From Mario, my buddy is also at the other end, like you, in June. But guys, this is the episode this morning. Let's check the markets, because see what's going on now with crypto. See the tank? See the tank tanking? 111,000 for a Bitcoin. Tankaroonie. Oh, Bitcoin's you better get away from the crypto market. Look at this tank show. Let's see, we started tanking somewhere around here in the morning, and we watched a steady decline throughout the day. And of course, once we hit that nighttime hour, we said, you know what, we'll pop back up a little, but let's go ahead and drop the bottom out of this thing. Oh, yes. Throughout that entire day. Well, and overnight. Dropping down to 110,923 or so for a Bitcoin. Still what some folks are holding key support levels from 100 and, from even 80,000. Some folks are saying is long-term Bitcoin support level. I am seeing that we are absolutely fine, even though we have a $3.81 trillion cryptocurrency market cap, and we have fear and greed dipping far into the fear at 41 for all the wimps in the world, and XRP is still holding at $2.82. Impressive, my boy. Keep it up there, XRP. We have Ethereum not holding so well. Now look at the difference. Look at how XRP holds at $2.82, and look at the dip action down below 4K for Ethereum and down to 110. And where did Ethereum go with its dip? Let's check XRP's dip as well. Where did we go? Started there. Okay, well that's fun. And same thing with XRP, right? We steadily walked down this thing. Yeah. No problems at all. No problems to be had, folks. Let's get over to Caleb. Don't forget about Caleb. Guys, this whole thing's about to explode. I'm laughing my butt off. Because then everybody's like, oh, see crypto, see Bitcoin went back down. And I told you that stuff was garbage. Guys, don't forget about Caleb Brownie, one-stop shop cryptocurrency brokerage. And don't forget let's quickly check out Fiat Leak. Yeah, there's only 850,000 XRP trading in the past minute. Yeah, nothing to see here. Look at this thing exploding like a yeah, everything's. Look at that thing explode. And look at this. Ripple. Let's make sure I'm sharing my screen. I've done this too many times. I am, thank goodness. All right, guys. Ripple and Securitize enable RLUSD smart contract functionality for BlackRock's BUIDL and VanEck's VBILL tokenized funds. Let's get into this quick little article here. If we don't mind, by FinTech Finance News. Thank you very much. Ripple, the leading provider. I'm kind of being a cocky little funny guy this morning because I'm getting comments this morning that I have to answer to that are saying XRP's a scam, and I'm sitting here going, oh my gosh. That's why I said I did a little popcorn guy with a smiley face or something, and I said, you missed XRP, huh? Ripple, the leading provider of digital asset infrastructure for financial institutions, and Securitize, the leading platform for tokenizing real-world assets. By the way, I'm not a financial advisor and don't buy or sell anything because of what I say or do. Okay, thanks. Today announced a smart contract that would allow holders of BlackRock's BUIDL and VanEck's VBILL to exchange their shares to Ripple for Ripple RLUSD. This smart contract adds an additional stablecoin off-ramp for BUIDL and VBILL, VanEck's VBILL, through Securitize. Both are through Securitize, tokenized short-term treasury funds. These tokenized short term treasury funds are going to blow the roof off of what is happening with cryptocurrency. One of the switches that is going to flip. Believe you me, just watch this thing go. And no, I'm not a financial advisor in case I didn't tell you. BlackRock's USD Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund, BUIDL, and VanEck's Treasury Fund, LTD, or VBILL, as you know it, all in caps, represent both firms' first tokenized funds issued on public blockchains. Drop the mic. With this smart contract BUIDL, which is very weird, BUIDL, and VBILL, holders can instantly exchange their shares for RLUSD. Hello, 24/7, unlocking additional, for the first time in history, unlocking additional stable and on-chain transfers. Investors investors gain continuous exposure to RLUSD while preserving exposure to on-chain yield and a broader range of DeFi strategies, further driving utility flexibility and interoperability for tokenized assets. RLUSD for BUIDL is now available with VBILL supported over the coming days. People, please. Holy Christmas, what are you talking about, Tank? Sounds like gibberish to me. Well, this isn't for everybody. And neither is trying to read without your glasses when you've passed 50. Making RLUSD available as an exchange option for tokenized funds is a natural next step as we continue to bridge TradFi and crypto, says this guy, Jack McDonald, who's the SVP of stablecoins at Ripple. We've heard Jack speak before. Jack, what's up, buddy? RLUSD is for institutional use, offering regulatory clarity, stability, and real utility. As adoption grows, partnerships with trusted platforms like Securitize are key to unlocking new utility and enterprise-grade use cases. Now, RLUSD, of course, is trusted enterprise-grade. It marks the first integration with RLUSD into Securitize's platform, which is huge. Partnering with Ripple to integrate RLUSD and to further proliferate RLUSD. And it's a major step, of course, towards automating liquidity for tokenized assets, said Carlos Domingo, co-founder of CEO of Securitize. He said, in quotes, together, we're delivering a real-time settlement and programmable liquidity across a new class of compliant on-chain investment products, bringing the full potential of blockchain to institutional finance. Boom! This guy's getting nuts. Yeah, I'm getting nuts because I realize how rich we're all going to be. This is nuts. We're going to be richer than anybody we ever heard of. I love to say that. Richer than anybody we ever heard of. It's quite a statement. Oh boy, just have some fun. You did a good job with crypto. No, you're not a financial advisor either. Some of you are. No, I'm not a financial advisor, but I think some of you did nicely. Some of you did well for yourselves. Some of you are going to buy some more here, which is lovely because if you back out on a more long-term chart, you see that we're basically back to even levels of where we were here. It's hard to get that to stop there, but we're back to kind of where we were November 2024, almost kind of thing. Like, look at this. See, that's 2025, February 2025, which is the same level as we are here in 2024. And let's back out. This is on Chainlink. Let's back out just a hair. And even just on Chainlink, if you look, this is 2021. So, geez, I don't know. Is Chainlink a buy? Well, considering its all-time high is here at, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm showing you charts, its all-time high is about 52 bucks or so, and you know you can draw a trend line for Chainlink, which, by the way, President Trump grabbed a whole bunch of Chainlink, his companies, his family, right here, boom, draw that trend line, boom, 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 draw the trend line. Look at how big the arrow is for you. Draw the trend line. I'm not trying to be funny, but I am. Draw the trend line. Look where it is. Look at where it is. Draw the trend line way in the F up there, way past that $52 mark, and you ask me if you think Chainlink is a good buy at 21 bucks right now. What in the world? It's getting ready to go to frickin' 200 bucks or so. Okay, I'm not a financial advisor. You don't do or buy or sell anything is what I say or do because you have to consult your registered investment advisor to do that. And you certainly would never buy or sell anything because of what I say or do on the channel, especially not XRP, XLM, XDC, Algo, IOTA, I said Algo, ADA, Quant, VeChain. Don't buy any of those. Please don't. And ever. No, never any Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum. Don't ever buy any SUI, oh geez, let me think of some others here that I've missed. There's so many. Aave, AVAX, you got your Chainlink, like I said, there's just loads of them that are going to $50, $100, $200 a coin. You heard it here. Come on, you didn't hear it here first. You didn't hear it, and everybody on YouTube telling you for freaking years, and the people who had a brain in their heads bought a crap ton of crypto, and the people who didn't watch the train go by and are like, wait, now that train costs like 20 bucks for that ride. All right, 50 bucks. But it goes through, it takes me where I would have to spend my gas money anyway, and I don't have to drive. I can go on that train, enjoy myself, comes with a free cup of coffee, whatever. I can sit on that train, spend that, I'm watching all these people who just took advantage of that, all that value they got for spending 50 bucks on that train ticket, and it left the station, and I'm walking, this is my analogy with XRP, I'm watching the train go by, and all these folks who got on that train early for a $50 ticket and get all the value of this, you know, having this free cup of coffee, this ride through the countryside, and they get to go to their destination and do all their work and chat with some people on the train and things, and I missed the train. No, I didn't miss the train. Some people missed the train. That's why they came in the comments section this morning and are seeing the truth of it for real and are aggravated and go, XRP's a scam. That's literally what happened. It literally is the funniest thing in the world. Guys, this is, dude, I almost said dude. Hey, bros. They're mostly bros in here. Sorry, Marnie and some others who are females. Hey, guys. This is the funniest crap in the world, just speaking to dudes, doing this channel and so forth. It's the funniest thing in the world. I'm getting these comments in, and I get all these people who I know they're now seeing that the train's going bye-bye. And they're like, crap, this thing's real. I listened to the wrong people. This wasn't a fake thing. People tell me that. I feel so bad. I don't want to be negative about this either or be mean because I feel bad. I have friends of mine who missed XRP because they were listening to the wrong YouTube channels and others. Yeah. I almost fell into it in the beginning. I heard my buddy tell me about it. I started listening to the proper YouTube, XRP channels. Largely because probably I'm kind of a weird conspiracy guy, probably. And I listened to the ones that were like, hey, they're hiding this from you, blah, blah, blah. And it kept coming across my feed, right? Right. Because that's what YouTube does. I don't need you to answer it. But that's what happened, and thank goodness. And then I said, let me check the antithesis, the other side of it. And I said, is XRP really a scam? I started getting fed those videos, and I started listening for a minute, a quick little minute. And I said, nah, I'm just getting fed all these videos. This narrative is not correct. Ripple is for real, and so is XRP, because I've done a little bit of research already. I had already spent a couple hours researching, so it wasn't going to sway me that quickly. And I said, nah, they're just trying to send those across my feed, because I typed in, is XRP actually really is a scam or something? I typed that into YouTube, and it kept feeding me those. And I said, nah, I'm not going down this rabbit hole. So I'm sorry to the folks and my friends and some others who went down the wrong rabbit hole with XRP and listened to the folks who were not correct. XRP really is a thing. No, it's not a scam. Yes, it really is the next thing. Yes, it really is the Amazon of crypto. Yes, it is really the crusher of the 3 X's. The 3 X meaning border agnostic. If you start doing some research, people, you find out what the heck's going on, and you never would have listened to these knuckleheads and gone down that rabbit hole. Research, 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 research. Do your research. Stop being lazy. Do your research. And don't give me any crap. It's because you're being lazy. Sorry to tap the table because I forgot how loud that is in the mic. Please stop being lazy and do research, and stop blaming other people, and stop just parroting other people. Do your research and be your own man. Tank says it like it is. Be your own man. Stand up and be a man, and be an adult, and be a woman, or be a responsible human being. Be a responsible adult. Be a responsible human. Step up to the plate and start researching. And by the way, Cubic is cool. I did check it out. Somebody mentioned yesterday in the comments, and I said, I've got to check out Cubic, and I did. I don't want to get onto Cubic at all, but it's pretty cool. It's interesting. Saving the energy. Monsager says, how about the liquid staking? By the way, I got to get your birthday in here, Nurple, or I'm going to forget here. On 11/4, thank you. Guys, drop your birthdays in here so I know all my friends' birthdays, and you guys now have become my friends here. I don't know who you are, really. I hope you're not weird bots or something. I don't know. This whole YouTube thing. Anyway, November 4th for Nurple. Monsager, welcome in, buddy. Hey, says, how about the liquid staking being offered by Midas and Interop? Yeah, saw that. Yeah, that was part of, I was going to cover that in the talk, but I did not. MXRP resided on the XRPL. They said 8 to 10% yields. Yep. And DeFi has come to the ledger as well. Yes, thank you, Monsager, for your info. And yes, saw that. You want me to do an episode on it? This is where we get to. I should do an episode on it. I've got to do ZK proofs too. Oh boy, Nelson, welcome in, buddy. Yeah, nice points. Thanks, Monsager, for bringing those points up, and we can do an episode on them if you would like. Nice points to bring up. Let's cover some more, by the way, on what just happened. Hello. Welcome into Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy, with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Make sure we're on our full screen. Don't forget our Patreon. You can check that down below. We've got our banner up now. And basically, today, we just basically flipped the switch with Securitize and the liquidity explosion with BlackRock's BUIDL and Van X VBILL. On the XRP Ledger, good morning, Pretty. Good morning. Welcome in with a huge sunny face. We are ready to take this thing to another level, guys, the cryptocurrency market space in general, but particularly XRP and XLM and XDC and HBAR and Quant and Algo and IOTA and VeChain and ADA and all the others. Excuse me, we're ready to take this thing to another level. We know that as of now, the cryptocurrency market is sitting in at a whopping, hang on one sec, let me get to it and share screen, at a whopping 3.81 trillion for the cryptocurrency market cap today. Fear and greed is 41%, is 41, I mean, for a reading into the fear by quite a bit. Bitcoin dropped to 110, 780 something thousand overnight last night. I'm on Colorado time, Mountain Time, by the way. We're in at 111,650 right now for a Bitcoin. Ethereum is trying to push back past that $4,000 mark doing its best. It will. Let's take a quick look at the 1 day on its candlesticks. Yes, we're producing a, well, we're going to have to see if this is a hammer, a nice little carnival hammer, sending it up to newer heights past here and sending it past 4,000, at least for today. We don't intraday. We don't know if it will close at that. I believe that Ethereum will close past, here we go, now we're past 4,000. We'll close past 4,000 on Ethereum. Woo! Lot of breath work with doing this channel. Sorry to yell into the channel. When you talk like this, it does require a lot of oxygen. Holy crap. All right, so yeah, we're doing nicely. Don't pass out now from oxygen, from CO2 asphyxiation. All right, XRP is in at $2.85. And let's see its quick little candle. Oh, yeah. We're ready to dive out of this little channel here for today. Obviousness and action. And what's happening with the... Yeah, we're ready to break out of this mark here today. And we will jump past... well, who knows? We could be at $3 and... We could close at about $3.05, $3.10 today. Let's see what kind of close we can get out of today. Let's take a look at our 7-day. If we come back to XRP, guys, on the 7-day, and we look at where we are now at $2.84 according to CoinMarketCap, and we go back to yesterday at... Let's get yesterday's time. We were at $2.87, so just a hair up where we were, where we are today. We're about to bust out of this range here, in my opinion, and we're about to explode past this mark here, which is at $2.96. I think we're going to close at $3.05 today. That is my opinion. I just heard some jingles, so let me just check what's going on. Refresh this chat. Thank you, Mondo. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel and welcome into the channel. And everybody else, welcome into Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy with your funny little host, Frank the Crypto Tank, trying to keep it fun, trying to keep it real. Trying to have as much fun as I can with you guys as we all wait. We're all in the same boat. We're all waiting for... We have a common purpose, which is why you're on here, not in here for your health. You're waiting to hear when... not that I have to tell you, but I know you respect my opinion. You're waiting to hear when I am another talking person on crypto is saying that crypto is about to explode again and when to kind of like pay attention. And all of these times are times to pay attention, guys. And all of this time has been time. Let me bring the voice down a little bit and get a little calm with you, okay? I'm always going 9,000 miles an hour on the channel. Let me calm it down. It's always the time to research. It's always the time to calm down and relax when it comes to our emotions with crypto. I'm not a financial advisor. This is how I do it. It's always time to trade and operate and act and move exactly like an institutional investor all the time. And I'm going to take my glasses off for that one because people need to cut the crap. Some people aren't cut out to do this. Stop with the emotions and the mouse that I'm going to go start trading. Put the coffee down for a little bit. Let the coffee get out of your system for like 3 hours and chill. Not a financial advisor. I'm helping you. You see me go 1,000 miles an hour on the channel all the time. I don't do that when I trade. I don't do that when I research either. I do that for the channel. Okay? I am doing my best to help. Do not be emotional when you trade because institutional investors don't do that. Do not sell when things get tight and scary and low, when you know your asset class you're investing in and your specific thing you invested in is not going anywhere but up over the next 3 to 5 years. Cut the crap. And because institutional investors don't do that. So you don't do that, and neither do I. When you see massive dips, scrounge whatever money you can and buy this thing that you've researched and know. I'm not using the word believe because you don't believe. Believe is for people who don't know. That's I hope, I pray, I have faith and trust it's going to work. No. You know it because you've researched thoroughly. And you're acting as an institutional investor now. They don't play these games like retail. They're not clowns like retail. Don't be a clown. Be an institutional investor. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't buy or sell anything because of what I say or do. I'm giving you educational advice. You must consult your registered investment advisor, your RIA, your financial advisor, and play this video for them. That's what you have to do. Timestamp the video, me saying this right here, and you say, this is the person I'm listening to. Do they know what they're talking about, this guy, Frank the Tank? Let me continue. Put the coffee down and stop acting as a retail investor and do your best to invest exactly like an institutional investor. They don't use emotion. They use charts and Fibonacci sequences to read the charts. They use chart patterns. They use candlesticks and line charts to read charts. They use time-tested, tried and true methods. Yes, they do. Wyckoff accumulations and so forth. Yeah. Ask your financial advisor if they know exactly what a Wyckoff accumulation is, a Wyckoff chart. Ask them if they know exactly how the Fibonacci sequence works on the charts. They don't have to. Ask them if they understand macro trends. Ask them if they, and they do, they think and operate because they are institutional. Excuse me, we want to act and operate the way your financial advisor's company operates, Fidelity, whoever they are, who has Schwab. When they come and sit at your kitchen table, you want to operate the way their boss does. Come on. Duh. You want to operate the way their boss does. Your financial advisor that comes to sit down at your kitchen table and advises you what to do with your money, why don't you operate the way their boss does? Why don't you know what their boss does? The boss, the big boss, who tells their boss. Okay, not their boss, the boss's 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 boss. The head person over at Fidelity or whatever. Why don't you operate the way they do? Why don't you use everything to your advantage? Oh, thank you for my coffee. Well, thank you very much for my coffee. Why don't we please operate the way that institutional investors operate instead of retail? Do you think you're going to win if you do that? Because they win all the time over the years. That's why they're the boss, and that's why they have the financial advisor that they're paying to come as the expert and sit at your kitchen table. Have I broken it down for you enough? It's not that you're going to do this. A lot of people need that financial advisor or want that financial advisor, and God bless. I really mean that. I am not here to say goodbye, financial advisor. Come on. I'm not. That would be silly. That'd be just like a renegade way to be, and that's not very sensible, is it? That's not very measured, is it? No, I'm a measured guy. I have taken the step and broken out. Perhaps you can think about taking the step and breaking out. Maybe not. Maybe you love to. Maybe you want to break out a little bit and you want to keep using a financial advisor and just do a little checkup and be like, now I can check up on my. Now I didn't take the Series 65 exam, but I can check up on my financial advisor, and just see. Maybe one day I'll go try that. Series 65. Not me, you. You go try it. I don't want to go and get into all that nonsense. Anyway, welcome into Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with the host Frank the Crypto Tank, breaking it down, trying to help you to see we can be our own most intelligent advisors when it comes to finance. I am not a financial advisor, however. You can be your own learner. You can be your own financial student. You can be your own, hey, I'm going to go ahead now and see what my financial advisor sits down at my kitchen table and see if they actually really know their stuff. Like what they're telling me to invest in this. Let me see. I'm starting to learn now on my own and do my own research and understand how investment works and even the Mag 7 and start to understand how this whole thing works and which sector based on what my advisor's telling me, and wow, my advisor knows their stuff. They're correct. They do have me into the proper things. Awesome. And just give the old nod to the advisor. And if not, maybe there's a couple things. Who knows? Maybe just like, hey, advisor, wink, wink, tip, tip, just a little nudge. Did you think about this maybe? And oh, nice job finding that. Okay, no, I didn't think about that. You know, make you work as a team. This isn't to be a negative knucklehead. This is to be a positive thinking individual and a positive participant with your financial advisor, because you've done your own research now, and now you've learned on your own. Now you know a little bit more. It's kind of fun. Once you get into the research of finance and crypto and blockchain technologies and things, it's actually kind of fun. So I'm not a financial advisor. No, do not buy anything. This is the way I say or do on the channel. Don't go ahead and buy XRP, XLM, XDC, Algo, IOTA, Quant, VeChain, ADA, all the others. The other ISOs, I'm sure I missed a couple. Don't go ahead and buy any of those, and don't watch them go over the next year to, $20, $25, $50, some of them $100, and then over the next 3 years to 5 years go to, $50, $100. Some of them are going to go to $200. Chainlink and some others. Don't ever buy any of those because of what I say or do on the channel, as you watch them all crank up in price when you could have got them at these prices here. Don't ever do that, because that would be foolhardy. I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice, and you should never do anything like that. Anyway, guys, let's wrap this up quickly here by running over to a quick little spot that I want to see. I want to see what AI is saying, at least a little bit. AI mode, at least what they're saying, because there's other articles on this as well. I want to see what AI is spitting out, please, about, let's enlarge this. Let's get me so you can actually see me, and let's get to this quick little spot on what you are saying. Ripple's RLUSD. Okay, so BUIDL off-ramp. RLUSD, of course, provides seamless way for BUIDL and VBILL holders to exit their positions 24/7, as we've mentioned. Position into a stablecoin, Securitize, and back and forth. Securitize partnerships. The integration utilizes a smart contract built on Securitize's platform and XRPL integration planned. Future plans include extending the functionality to the XRP Ledger. XRP's a crap coin. I had to do it. It's fun. So anyway, guys, we're having a blast. Let's get to one more quick little on-ramp. Actually, you know what? How about this? Let's get to this quick little article here, and let's go ahead and, let's get back to this one. Let's grab this one. Let's go over to this one. Cointelegraph, let's just see what they're having to say about it, and let's go ahead and share the screen with you. Now, RLUSD is for institutional use, offering regulatory clarity, stability, and real utility. As adoption grows, partnerships with trusted platforms like Securitize are key to unlocking new liquidity and enterprise-grade use cases. We have not flipped the switch yet with permissioned features on the ledger, except I think this means that some are coming on board now. I'm not positive about that, so I don't want to give that to you as definite news, because I only want to be as accurate as I could be, which is 99.99999% if you check all my material. You might catch me on one little thing, but we try to be as accurate as we can on this channel, for goodness sakes. Now, Ripple and the tokenized platform Securitize have integrated a Ripple RLUSD stablecoin, for those who are just joining us, as an off-ramp for tokenized funds by major crypto investment firms like BlackRock and Van Eck. Drop that dang mic, and drop that like and subscribe down below if you're getting any value about what's in this channel and what's happening. Let's get this quickly to total real-world assets, real-world on-chain assets since unloading, 30.34 billion. That's freaking 30 days ago. No, I'm not getting pissed. Would you just look at this activity on RWA.xyz? Go to RWA.xyz when you get a chance. And I'm not doing it now because we got to end the episode. But look at this. Look at it. My buddy in Connecticut